get a bank loan for a churro and a Coke. Mickey's got a strong pimp hand at Disneyland.
Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey.
With the geek by your side, even if your butt is wide, you can roll with the ride through the red fair. With the geek, you'll be fine. You can look like Frankenstein. He will not decline. You're the answer to his prayer. His geeks don't care. I wanna rock, but that means being inclusive of people and the cultures without appropriating them. I wanna rock, but that means being conducive to a balanced life of work and play and avoiding all loose. And I wanna rock.
Miss Garcia, the vaguely slutty Spanish teacher. What young man could learn how to roll his R's when his pants look like he's hiding cigars? The only phrase in his mind is estoy cachando, which is Spanish for I'm super horny. Visions of hot dogs wrapped in tortillas was a legend of Miss Garcia.
Super Dan is only super when he's blackout drunk. He can stop a robbery just by blowing chunks. When you see the damn signal of a bottle of Jack in the sky, let you know you can rely on Super Dan. Oh, you can bet that he will show. Whoa, oh, oh, if he's face down in a Merlot. Put on some sweatpants, sweatpants and fuzzy slippers. Put on some sweatpants. I said they still fit tight and your butt still looks nice, but you won't have to walk like you're walking on ice. Sweatpants, kitties and boots, 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 kitties and boots. I'm gonna get me designer babies, the kind that don't eat, don't cry, don't shit. I'm gonna get me designer babies, no butthole, butthole, butthole. I'm gonna get me designer babies, the kind that don't eat, don't cry, don't shit. I'm gonna get me designer babies, no butthole, butthole, butthole. Punching fucking Nazis so hard it gives them the runs, and then we'll sit right back, relax in the grass with our picnic in the sun.
Here we go. Welcome to Word Salad. It's Thursday. I'm Phil Johnson. I'll be your comedian for the evening. There we go. All right. We got the ding dings done. Welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, look, I remembered to turn my mic on this time. That's good. Yeah. All right. Good. So tonight, I got some fun stuff for you. If you're watching, drop a comment in the chat and let me know where you are tuning in from. And I got some notes a better look at here. But yes, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to be here. We're gonna do it up. I've got some Halloween-y versions of my songs to play for you tonight. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about some other stuff. We'll talk about some stuff on top of that stuff. Who's texting me? Okay. And we're gonna have a good time. So should we hear one of the Halloween-y versions of the of a tune first? So it's weird. Here's what I did. I don't have time to write a whole bunch of new sets of lyrics, obviously, especially when I thought of this an hour and a half ago. And so I let ChatGPT have a go at it. I wouldn't normally let ChatGPT write a whole song like this. That would be ridiculous, you know. But I thought, well, let me just see what ChatGPT does with some of these songs to make them Halloween-y versions. So that's what I did. So we're going to hear a few of those tonight. What's up, Jason? Here we go. A little demon, you were conjured through a ritual and a cursed condom. Must have come in a pentagram, and somehow you slipped past the salt line, the sage smoke, the crucifix, and a morning after chant. And if Daddy hadn't been so drunk, and Mommy hadn't lost all her candles, if Daddy pulled out on time, instead of thinking about Elvira's handles, and Demon, you wouldn't be here. You'd have been trapped inside a doll. It's not perfect, but it's a thing. It's a Halloween-y version. So if you're just tuning in, I'm playing some Halloween versions of the songs tonight. Here's the next verse. Little demon, will your new life be a spooky one? Will you make your money putting fear into everyone? Will you be a dark lord who brings doom across the land? Or the kind of ghoul that hides kids' shoes inside a pumpkin stand? I don't know what that means exactly. And since you're kinda creepy, I'm really glad you're not my spawn. That's a decent lyric, regardless of the theming. And I guess I'm pretty happy that your mommy hexed the wrong one. So go ahead and haunt whoever summoned thee. Hell yes, I dodged that coven and I'm free. All right, there you go. It's Little Demon. Little Demon. The which probably looks like the that cartoon little demon that you see on trucks and mud flaps and things like that, right? All right, so anyway, here we are. Got some folks tuning in. Welcome to the show. I got some ridiculous Halloween-y versions of my songs tonight for you. Got some other stuff to talk about. You know what? I got to show you the video for Asshole. Came out today, Asshole 2025, and I sent out an email about it earlier, you might have got, but I'm going to show you the video here so that you can check it out. It's on YouTube as well if you want to see it, but what the heck, I'm going to show it to you here. And you know what? It's the same room I'm in right now because I filmed it in my studio here. All right, now here's the thing. I am not a filmmaker. I'm a comedian and a songwriter. I can tell you all sorts of stuff about music. I'm not a filmmaker. And so the video, I think, came out a little cringe. Came out a little cringe, but certainly not as cringe as the people who are causing all the problems. So I let this song speak for itself. And I thought of it because a guy, when I had posted a clip of it, and some jackass said, Chinese torture couldn't get me to unmute this video. And I was like, well, you're a dick. And I deleted his comment. But also, I don't care. The song speaks for itself. So what do you say? We are going to pop over and check out the video. Hopefully it's going to play correctly. I'll do my best to make sure that does. But here you go. This is the premiere of the Asshole 2020-2025 performance video. Here we go.
I know you got aspirations of being a king someday, but you're nothing but a fascist protege. A poster-boy for country castration, simping for a Russian clown. Cody, it just might make your whole face brown, brown, brown. You red cap fact-free synthetic fucking, you're an asshole. We don't like you very much. You can stick your third grade taunts right up your fascist butt, 'cause you're an asshole. making the rest of us look bad. The country's public image is a bloviating sack of shit-filled assholes. Cause you're an asshole. Whoa. You bought your way into your financial kingdom, stealing credit for others' work. Ketamine field chainsaw wielding jerk off jerk. Rich boy with a debt-ridden empire, pretending that you're Tony Stark. But every plan you launch blows up in the dark, dark, dark. You blue check self-uncrit, fucking you're an asshole. We don't like you very much. You can stick your feckless doge right up your Nazi butt, cause you're an asshole. And a total deadbeat dad who'd rather spend his time impressing brain-headed cell chads. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. Whoa. This song might offend a few, and if it does, then you're a useful tool. And if you think that this is all so cool, then I'm singing this here song about you. You're an asshole. We don't like you very much. You can stick your red ball cap right up your racist butt, cause you're an asshole with an ignorant point of view. When someone says go fuck yourself, you vote and say I do, cause you're an asshole. You're an asshole. Whoa. You're a whole assload of assholes. An assload of assholes. You're a whole assload of assholes. An assload of assholes. You're a whole assload of assholes. An assload of assholes. You're a whole assload of assholes. An assload of assholes. You're an asshole, and we don't like you very much.
All right. There it is. That's the video in this room. That looks very familiar, I'm sure. All right. Hey, Sophie's here. What's up, Sophie? So anyway, that's the video. As always, like I said, not a filmmaker. Not also not very good at lip syncing, honestly. It's a skill that I just never got good at. And obviously that's, I have to lip sync in videos like that. The only part of that is not lip synced, that is actually live, is this guitar solo section. The video is actually, I took that as I was recording the guitar solo for that song, which, if you've heard the story, is made up of 3 distinct melodies. The first, Hail to the Chief. The second, the Russian national anthem. The third, La Cucaracha. And that's what the guitar solo that is made up of, a mashup of those 3 melodies right there. So anyway, I appreciate all the help that you've been giving me in sharing the song and all that kind of stuff. If you would like to help more with that, the alt version coming out very soon, 2 weeks, I think. 2 weeks. Yeah, the jazz version. That will be coming out. And I forget what the date is. 2 weeks from today, whatever that is. And you can always help by saving the song to your library. Wherever that you listen to music, whether it's the evil Spotify or the slightly less evil Apple or this slightly more evil YouTube, I don't know. Whatever evil platform you prefer to listen to music on, save that song to your library. That's a big help in telling the algorithm that people want to hear it and want to hear it again. If you go to Bandcamp and you buy the song, that's even better. And then add it to a playlist. Adding it to a playlist also tells the algorithm, hey, people want to hear this thing. And you can make a playlist, a new one. I have some anti-fascist playlists that I've been building. There's some great protest music out there, by the way. I'm very enamored with the Lambrini girls right now. They are absolutely vile and noisy and hilarious. I love the Lambrini girls. So anyway, adding a song to a playlist, very helpful, whether themed or not, could just be your workout playlist. Another thing you can do, whenever you see a post from me on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, by the way, we are on TikTok tonight. What's up, TikTok? Just engaging with that post. A comment, a share, a rewatch of if it's a video. Those are the big 3. Likes are okay, but they don't really count that much in the algorithm anymore. So you can do those 3 things: like, comment, share. Comment, share, watch again. That's what I meant to say. Like, comment, share. Oh, gosh, I felt like a YouTuber there for a second. Horrendous. The next thing that you can do to help is tell a friend. If you got a friend, you hear that song, you go, I know a friend who would like this. Send it to them, and they will like it. Or if you have a friend who you know will not like it, you could send it to them as well. And the last thing is get creative. If you want to make a little video using the song, you want to do a little dance, you want to do a lip sync, you got some creative idea you want to do with it, you're actually out punching a Nazi, yeah, make a little video. You're at a protest, you need a song for your protest video, go ahead, use that song. And then tag me in it so that I know, and then I can repost it for everybody else to see. And all that stuff is a big help. I can only do so much. And really, honestly, the promotion that I do is the least effective because it's coming from me, and I obviously have a biased opinion about the song, and everybody would know that. But if it comes from you, then that means something to other people, especially people that you know. So anyway, that's a big help if you can do that kind of stuff there. Speaking of protests and all that kind of stuff, make sure that if you have an election happening in your state, like we do here in California, I know there's a few other places that have elections going on in the next week or so, make sure that you vote. Do your civic duty, get your ballot in. If you're here in California, I can't even say my own state name anymore. California, that's not how we say it. If you're here in California, make sure you vote yes on 50. Very, very important. I know none of us want to do this redistricting thing, but we have to fight fire with fire sometimes, and it's not something that we want to do, but it is absolutely going to help and be effective. So do that. If you're losing your SNAP benefits next week, I feel so sorry for you. The whole thing is aggravating, but I hope you're doing okay. I'm going to be donating to food banks. The stupid thing is every dollar that goes into a food bank, if Snap can provide 9 meals for the one meal that a food bank provides. Anyway, so anyway, if you can donate some money to a food bank, do that. If you need to go to the food bank, swallow your pride. Go to the food bank. Do not go hungry. All right. And the whole health insurance premium thing, mine is tripling. Fortunately, it's not tripling in a way that is crippling to my finances, but I know for a lot of people it is. I'm going to be fine. Mine's, even tripling is still within my means, but it's going to get nutty. Okay, so hang in there. Rely on the people around you. Find the good people and make it through. You can do it, but make sure that you vote if you've got an election coming up. Okay, all right. So, enough soapboxing here. Let's do another song. Yeah, I got a song for you. If you're just coming in, we're doing Halloween versions of my songs today. And did I write these all suddenly in the last hour and a half when I thought this would be a good idea? No, of course not. I had ChatGPT write these. I'm never going to use these anywhere, right? So this is just fluff. When you hear an actual song from me, those lyrics have come from me, just so you know. When I do use AI for songwriting help, it's usually something like, hey, I need a word that's this many syllables with the stress on the second syllable, right? And I'll just have it spit out a bunch of words, some synonyms for me that stress the right way so I can fit them in. But I never actually have it write lyrics and things like that. It's not good at it anyway, as we're about to find out. So here we go. Hang on, I just put new strings on this guitar today, and they're going out of tune regularly, which happens sometimes with new ones. So while I'm tuning, drop a comment in. Let me know who's here. I see Jason and Sophie are here, but we got other people watching. I want to find out who's here. And let me know what you are doing for Halloween. Are you dressing up? Are you going to a party? Are you doing the we're going to order pizza and huddle in our house and wait for kids to knock on the door? That's what we're doing. Because if I'm not here, if I go out and do a show or something, the house will be dark and my girlfriend will hide. She does not like Halloween. She does not engage with Halloween at all. All right, I'm just hoping we get some trick-or-treaters this year. We had none last year. 0, none. I have the same bag of candy I have last year. So sorry, kids, you're getting your old candy. But I had to hide it from myself so I didn't eat it during the year. Okay, all right, so here we go. Here's the next Halloweened up version of one of my songs. This is called The Hauntedest Place on Earth. I took a midnight cart at 7:45. I just realized that line doesn't make sense. I took a midnight cart It's 7:45. Whatever. I took a midnight cart at 7:45. I rolled up to the gate with the ghosts all come alive. Gave the butler my wallet, and he sucked that puppy dry. Guess I'll haunt the ATM inside of the hauntedest place on earth, where Madame Leota's talking while her head just is afloat, and you have to sell a kidney for a churro and a Coke. Mickey's got a cold dead hand at the Haunted Mansion. I crept on through the gate of that cobweb magic place, and I was met by a mouse with a pale-ass face. And I know his name is Mickey, but his palms are a little sticky. Now my wallet's gone without a trace. Goddamn dead rat at the happiest haunt on earth, where portraits always stretching and specters start to bloom, and Goofy's flipping ecto inside the seance room. Mickey's got a strong dead hand at the Haunted Mansion. All I wanted was a t-shirt. Why, oh why does my soul hurt? Minnie Mouse got that ghost flirt. Just leave your money on the headstone, and if you can't pay your way in, you'll be chained up by his kin. 7 spooky little friends: Dopey, Grumpy, Bashful, Sleepy, Sneezy, Doc, and recently deceasedy. Recently deceasedy. Thanks, ChatGPT. I took a doom buggy to hear the spirits sing. Grim grinning ghosts is such a catchy thing. Then I saw something that made my blood go cold. Hitchhiking ghosts were charging fucking tolls at the happiest haunt on earth, where Donald Duck's been gambling souls with Phineas the ghost, and Pooh Bear's smuggling honey with a cursed beehive post. Mickey's got a cold dead hand at the Haunted Mansion. Mickey's got a cold dead hand at the Haunted Mansion. Don't end up in a shallow grave by a murderous little dwarf at the Haunted Mansion. There we go. Oh, man. That's ridiculous. Also, like, the last line didn't change. That's weird. That just the very last part, the title. Very strange. Dopey, Grumpy, Bashful, Sleepy, Sneezy, Doc, and recently deceasedy. That's my favorite. That's my favorite line. Thank you for that. Let's see. Sophie said Halloween equals candy distribution chores for the 23rd year. I know. That's me too. She wants nothing to do with it. She doesn't get dressed up. None of that kind of stuff. David Albright's here. What's up, David? Nice to see you. Yeah, my girlfriend does not like Halloween. I asked her years and years ago. I said, why do you not like Halloween? I said, I said, what did you do on Halloween when you were a kid? And she said, homework. And I was like, well, there's the problem. You did homework on Halloween. Oh my gosh. She's never gotten into it. Which is, I miss it because when I was a kid, we were the Halloween house. Like, my brother and I started building decorations in August, and by the time Halloween rolled around, we were like the destination house. Now, I mean, not like some of the houses now with the crazy technology and all that kind of stuff. If we had that now, holy cow, there'd have been Raspberry Pi computers all over my yard. But no, we had dummy corpses and all sorts of stuff, and we would scare people. It was a lot of fun. But now I put out a plastic Mickey Mouse pumpkin that I don't even plug in because I don't have a place to plug it in out there. And then I have one little ghosty decoration that I put over our porch light so that the people coming up know that it's not an entirely anti-Halloween house, just her. All right. So we got some more songs that we'll get to here. I want to, if you have not yet heard the new Lily Allen album, really good. It's called West End Girl. I don't know if you know who Lily Allen is. Lily is an English pop artist. who I really, really like. I think she's got a weirdly unique sense of lyrics, and it's pop music, but with some strange instrumentation. Now, this album is, I think, a little more conventional as far as the production goes, but she rips her chest open. So Lily Allen was married to David Harbour, the actor, who you might know from Stranger Things, some of the Marvel movies like Thunderbolts. Anyway, they had a fairly nasty breakup, and the album is about how that happened, and it is definitely his fault. And it's a really good album. It's heartbreaking to listen to, and it's going to make the last season of Stranger Things a little less fun to watch. And I'm sure he's signed for like the next 8 Marvel movies as well, because the Thunderbolts is becoming a thing. But anyway, I'd highly recommend the album. Go listen to it, and then listen to her other albums. Listen to Sheezus, and I forget what the names of the albums are, but there's some really great songs. And she has a very quirky sense of musical production in the pop realm. All right, so anyway, I just thought I'd mention the Lily Allen album to you. So yeah, we talked about Halloween. We did that. Okay, cool. If there's a song that you want to hear me do, drop a comment in the chat. I've got a couple more Halloweened up versions here. I might try and fake a Halloween version if it's one I don't have here yet. We'll see. But let's try this one. So this is weird because this is a parody of a parody. As you may know, if you've been hanging out for a while, there's only one parody song that I've ever written, and it is a parody of the song Hallelujah, which I based on a comment. There's a book about the song called Hallelujah. The book is called The Holy or the Broken. It's by Alan Light. It's a fascinating book. The song itself has a pretty fascinating history. But at the end of the book, he talks about how overexposed the song is sort of in pop culture, and how it's mistaken for a religious song when it actually isn't, and all this kind of stuff. And he says at the end of the book, I've never heard a good parody of this. I've heard swap heart for fart kind of parody, which is not a parody, but something that actually makes fun of the song itself. And so I wrote a version of Hallelujah that actually makes fun of the song and its place in popular culture. Well, that's not what this version is, because we're going to do the Halloween version of it. and it's ridiculous. So we're going to do this. It's called No, I'm not going to even tell you the title that we came up with. Here we go. I heard there was a secret song that witches sang for the whole night long, and the moon said, you're off key, really, aren't you? It goes like this: the hex, the shift, the cauldron boil, the spirit lift. It's another spooky chorus of Halloween-alleluia. So stupid. It's so stupid. Halloween, Transylvania, Nosferatuina, Halloween-alleluia. Oh, ChatGPT, why did I do this? You threw a party up in the tomb. All the liquor, it smelled like doom. You asked her blood type, she said, what's it to you? She tied you to the electric chair. She bit your neck, she dyed your hair, made you howl along with Hallelujah, Halloween-alleluia. Halloween, you little ghoul, ya. She nearly slew ya on Halloween, alleluia. There was a time when we didn't know the ghosts were moaning down below. We thought it was the pipes in Grandma's villa, who lives in a villa. Now every time it's dark and cold, another demon grabs your soul and drags you off, screaming Halloween, hallelujah. Halloween, booyah, screw ya, candy chew ya on Halloween, hallelujah. Stupid. All right. I'm never singing these again. You guys are hearing the one and only time that I'm going to do these. David asked if I have any songs about Asian romance, since we both have Asian significant others. I do not, David. My girlfriend does not like to be the subject of things in my act. We had some discussions about that quite a few years ago. I had written a couple of songs that were actually about her, and she was like, nope. Do not. No. And so those don't happen anymore. But I'm glad you like the ethnicity, interracial marriage stuff in my show. I appreciate that. When I talk about her now, she is connected to the story, but the story is not ever necessarily about her. And so that is the compromise and workaround. She works as a connective tissue in my act, but I never actually tell jokes about her. There's a little secret you just learned about my show. You won't actually hear jokes about my girlfriend. You will hear jokes around my girlfriend, and that is an agreement that we have made, and it works. It works. I can work with that. Cool. So let's see here. There was another thing I was gonna tell you about here. I saw something the other day that guys who work for ICE are now complaining that women won't date them because they're in ICE. And I was like, yeah, those women wouldn't have dated you more than once anyway. But I guess I'm sure they're stupid. They're on Tinder, I'm sure, right? And it says ICE member, like Patriot or some shit in their bio, and women are just flipping by. Or they're letting them know after, hey, I'm in ICE, and women are like, okay, bye now. So, but the flip side of that is that some women are going out on a date with those guys, getting pictures with them with their mask off, and then outing them. Good. Yeah, awesome. Taking one for the team, ladies. I mean, that's a long evening if you're doing that. Good for you. And if you just avoid them, good for you too. That's the way to go. Oh, man, I'm interested to see what happens tomorrow night with the trick-or-treating thing. I mean, the city of Chicago, Pritzker was like, hey, ICE, can you lay off for one night so you're not out, zip tying our children on Halloween? And they were like, we're going to protect the children. That's how I imagine Kristi Noem talks. I don't ever actually listen to her. But that's what her face looks like. We're going to protect the children. Okay. Let's see. I got a couple more songs here. These are a little more recent and a little bit longer. And I'm going to have to fight my way through them. I played each one of these once before coming on tonight. So if they're not perfect, that's why. But anyway, let's see what we got here. Let's see. Let's do that one last. Let's try this one here. We'll do them in sort of the chronological order that they came out. This one is called Picnic in the Sun, Punching Fucking Zombies. I'll pick you up in my hearse. We'll peel out fast, hope our tires don't burst. Find a creepy little spot where the ground still twitches and the blood's still hot. I'll spread out the blanket and you pour the rum. Brains in a bucket will make a dead one's run. Punching fucking zombies, a chainsaw to the face. Making damn sure that they understand they can't eat the human race. Punching fucking zombies till their heads roll one by one. And when the limbs stop crawling, we'll go all good in the light of the dying sun. I fucked that up. I'll bring the sand sandwiches. You bring the bats with the spiky things on them. We'll puree undead intestines, make pate for all the cats. We'll carve hello dead in cursive on the hood of a car, then toast the apocalypse with guts and mason jars. And they're scared of lotion, scared of soap, scared of therapy too. So one tried to bite my ankle, so I bit him first right on cue. Punching fucking zombies, those humanoid hemorrhoids. They pop like grapes in a pressure tank. It's all pure schadenfreude. Punching fucking zombies while we snack on cherry pie, tossing saw blades like frisbees as the dead that won't at the dead that won't quite die. Punching fucking zombies. When we've had our fun, we'll wipe the chunks off and share a kiss and reload in the sun. There we go. All right. Woo. Made it. Made it. That is punching fucking zombies. Or if we're doing the clean version, punching freaking zombies. I don't know if you've heard, there are two versions of Picnic in the Sun out. There is one that is the full languaged up version, and then there is a cleaner version, which is still unbelievably violent. I just don't say fuck in it. You know, because you got to have one for the kids that they can listen to. We want the kids out punching just as many Nazis. All right. By the way, if you see anybody who tomorrow night thinks it's a hilarious idea to dress like a Nazi, you've got a theme song. All right. Let's see here. Thanks, Jason. Sophie with the bat emoji, which looks different on different screens. That's interesting. All right. So I'm gonna wrap it up here with one more song. Unless there's something you want to hear in the chat, feel free to drop that in. Oh, by the way, I have not been selling myself nearly very well on this. If you are not yet part of Team Philogelos, if you're watching this somewhere and you're not part of the team yet, make sure you click that little QR code right there. It's free to join, and we'd love to have you in the community. We've got our own hangout spot where the algorithms don't touch us, so we can do what we want. And it's real nice, and I got extra perks for you and all sorts of stuff. So you can click that QR code there to join Team Philogelos for free. And I think that's the main thing. So I'll just leave that up as I'm doing this last song here. If you're not joined up yet, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Got my Louis Armstrong shirt on today. I don't know if you can see that. Here we go. There we go. Louis Armstrong. Because if we're talking about ghosts of the past, this is one of my favorite ghosts, Louis Armstrong. If you're ever in Queens, New York, you can visit Louis Armstrong's house. They got a cool little museum across the street from the house. Nice museum, and then you can take a tour of Louis Armstrong's house. And they have left it exactly as it was when his wife passed, I guess. And so it's like stuck in like 1971, and looks it. And it's fascinating. They have Louis Armstrong recorded himself talking a lot. He was like a vlogger before that was a thing, but it's all audio. He recorded himself talking a lot. So a lot of audio diaries, and they use those in the tour. And it's so great to hear Louis talk about his art as you're standing in his living room. So wonderful. So anyway, do that if you are ever in Queens, New York. It's definitely worth the $20 or whatever it is to go. So there's that. All right, cool. Let me see. Let's take that down. I can bring the chat back up. All right, and we're gonna do one more song. This here is, jeez, I don't know how many versions there are of this song now. So 20 years ago, Asshole came out. That is on the theme of annoying coworkers. Right? And so you may have seen that video. Here's a little bit of that video right there.
Here we go. Oh, I know you got aspirations of being a boss one day. Who
put that stick up your ass anyway? You poster boy for...
All right, so anyway, that's the old version. That's actually from 2011. I'd already been playing the song like 6 years by that point. So 2005, that song came out. Now, this year, we got the new version of Asshole 2025, which is about the assholes we're currently dealing with. And then there is the jazz version of Asshole 2025 that'll be out in 2 weeks. Very excited for that. And then there's the version that I'm playing or going to be playing live that I'm still kind of working on, not entirely happy yet with yet. But so there's like a bunch of versions of this song. And now we're going to add one more version of Asshole tonight that is actually way cleaner, way cleaner than the original song. Sophie says, speaking of ghosts, The Damned released the new single. Cool. Cover of There's a Ghost in My House by Dean Taylor. Awesome. Nice. I'll have to check that out. Thanks, Sophie. All right, here we go. I haven't really decided on how I'm going to play this one yet, but let's find out what happens. It's your guess is as good as mine. Nope. Here we go. I know you got aspirations let's try that again. I know you got aspirations of ruling the grave someday, but you're nothing but a vampire cliche. A poster boy for soul damnation, stomping for the devil, simping for the devil's crown. Got it. Go deep, you just might drag the whole town down, down, down. Your red-eyed, cape-wrapped, drama-feeding fuck. Yeah, Jesus. It's almost like it's the same song, isn't it? If you've heard the lyrics to Asshole 2025, these kind of also fit. Cause you're a monster, and we don't like you very much. You can stick your cursed spells right up your zombie butt. Cause you're a monster, making the rest of us look bad. The world's public image is a cauldron full of madmen monsters. Cause you're a monster, whoa. You bought your way into your haunted kingdom, drinking blood from stolen baby ass. I made that part up. Chainsaw wielding ghost in a plague doctor mask. Rich fiend with a smoke-filled empire, pretending that you're Lord of the Night. But every spell you blows up in such a fright. You're broom riding, grave digging, cringe posting, fucking, you're a monster. We don't like you very much. You can stick your cursed tweets right up your demon butt, cause you're a monster. And a total crypt-born cad. Crypt-born cad. That's tough to sing. And a total crypt-born cad who'd rather spend his time embracing necro-lapping lads. You're a monster. You're a monster. Whoa. This song might offend a few, and if it does, then you're a ghoul like them too. Anyway, and if you think that this jam's taboo, then I'm singing this dark spell for you. And you're a monster, and we don't like you very much. You can stick your pitchfork pride right up your pumpkin butt. Your pumpkin butt, that's funny. Right up your pumpkin butt, cause you're a monster. With an ignorant point of view. When someone says go haunt yourself, you hiss and say boo-hoo. You're a monster. You're a monster. Whoa. You're a whole two-load of monsters. A two-load of monsters. You're a two-load of monsters. A two-load of monsters. You're a two-load of monsters. A two-load of monsters. You're a two-load of monsters. A two-load of monsters. You're a monster, and we don't like you very much. Yeah, there it is. Oh my gosh, the lyrics almost still fit. They almost still fit. What was that? You're a total crypt-born cad. Man, that is a wild lyric. Who'd rather spend his time impressing necro-loving lads. Whoa. Hard. That's harsh. That is harsh. All right. Cool. Well, that is the Halloween themed show. Ryan's here. Ryan says, what do ghosts drink at parties? Booze. Ryan, I don't know, my autoresponder thing just sent you another link to my special. I don't know why. That's weird. You didn't even use the keyword that time. Very strange. Sorry, you can ignore that message. All right, friends, that is the Halloween themed show. Thank you for coming to hang out with me tonight. I'm going to go have chicken katsu with my girlfriend. Unless it's super crowded, then we're going to end up at Panda Express. But I hope you have a good Halloween. I hope some kids come to your house in awesome costumes. 95% of the young girls will be dressed like Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. That's what I've been hearing from the parents that I know, is that all the daughters are going to be dressed like Rumi, so maybe you'll find some that are dressed like one of the other two girls. If I'd have done it, if I'd have done a costume this year, I might have been dressed as the demon K-pop boy band guy. I don't have the abs for it, but I might have done it. That would have been fun. By the way, with all these young girls, if you've seen the movie, with all these young girls like binge watching this movie, they're going to have very conflicted feelings about abs in about 10 years, and they're not going to know why. That's all going to stem from K-pop Demon Hunters. All right, anyway, well, we've gone off the rails now. You guys are fantastic. We're going to do this next week, so be sure to tune in next Thursday, which is November the 6th or something like that. And then that'll be the only one in November, because I am heavily booked in November. I've got a dozen shows or so, and all the Thursdays are booked up after that. Well, one of them's Thanksgiving. You have better things to do than watch me on Thanksgiving. So that'll be it. So I'll see you next week, November 6th. We'll do this again. Other than that, I will see you on the road. Watch the tour dates. I'm coming